Okay, hey y'all, this is Loretta here. I'm actually kind of doing this a little weird way, this is my first time doing on, no face editing, just doing my thing. So I set my camera up and everything. So right now I'm drawing, of course, my new piece that I just started called, excuse me, um, war, keyboard warrior. I had someone contacted me through my personal email, and their email kind of really upset me a little bit, and so I had the idea, and so this is what I'm doing right now. All you can see right now is just my hand just moving around and around on this on the paper. I'm just using a regular, mechanical pencil that I have a bunch left over from my daughter's school time. And so, as you see, I started off with putting the little circles of where I wanted to put the placements and everything. And now I'm just running with it. Yes, I have a reference. I did use an AI. Again, I haven't had another person fussing at me because I was using that AI, but I was using it as a tool. I was not using it to actually create what I want. So I take took the reference that the AI did for me. Sometimes when I use the AI, I would put a prompt in. It's my stuff. I actually put the prompt in, and it gives me ideas that are not necessarily what I would think of, or a different point of view. That's the main reason why I was using it. Anyway, I'm just doing my best that I can. I don't know why the person wanted to be a purist, and because we're both artists. She's a teacher and I'm not, but I've been doing this forever, and I don't, like I told her, I don't want to be left behind because I went to college in the 90s. I thought I would automatically get a graphic design job, but I couldn't because I had a BA, and most of the companies that are here in town wanted a BS, which didn't make sense to me because why would you have a Bachelor of Science when you were doing art? I mean, come on. That was just my thinking anyway. You are seeing that I'm gradually getting a little darker and darker as I'm, you know, doing this pencil work. Uh, working on the cup, and now I'm working on the keyboard of the computer. And in the reference, since it was AI, it had the key of the mouse on the left. I'm a righty, so my mouse is on the right. So it just did it for in front of it, just doing it for what the view. And that's what a lot of people are not understanding. It's just doing it for the composition of the view, not actual composition. Okay, so I'm working right now. I'm working on the sleeve of the hoodie. Getting a little darker and darker. Actually, I'm making the chip bag. Um, yeah, it's kind of a lagging, but I'm using the thing that I could afford, and I using something that really hasn't been updated or bettered since 16. I think that's what it is. Yeah. And so I did all this in what it says 11 minutes, and I really love doing gesture drawings because sometimes I was just when I was working, I would go out and I would just sit and watch people, and I could, get their feeling and stuff. That's what I did when I was subbing. I would when I had downtime and I didn't have, uh, you know, had to actually really do some hand holding to some of the kids, I would sit and would sketch. Even whenever I had my break, which was normally like uh, one period break, as one teacher had almost a half a, she only worked half day, but I still had to be there. Um, anyway, uh, you notice I got a little darker, so now you can see what it is. It's some person with headphones and a hoodie on, and so I'm just, yeah, just you can see my hand just going back and forth and back and forth. In a little bit, you're going to see me switch hands. I do that. Uh, it's just something I do once my hand, this carpal tunnel, starts weakening on my hand. I switch hands. So I think that's, oh, right here, I switched to ink. So I'm now inking, and this zebra really didn't have very much ink in it. It was one of those that I got from, uh, that I got when I was doing Art Snack. Yeah, I did that for a while, but I'm not sponsored by them or anything. But it's one of them that I did for those 8 times, those 8 months that I collected them. Uh, they gave me a lot of stuff. I liked it. And I no longer do it because it was getting expensive, and uh, I only did it for 8 times. I didn't remember until I went in there to look what all I got, and of course I upgraded to the good part, the good stuff. So I still got a lot of stuff in my in the studio room that's got it. So right now I'm working on the eyes, and I have a Q and an A. One eye has a Q, one eye has an A. I asked my daughter, did she understand what it was? And she said no, she didn't understand it. Well, the Q and the A is like question and answer. Uh, that was the prompt, question and answer, and put them in the eyes. And then the other version that I had, I actually said put the quark in the T zone, the keyboard quark in the T zone. It was all right, but this is like what's the 10th edition of it. Um, every one of them still, well, the let me think. I think after the fourth one, every other one's had like a skull in it. Um, but anyway, and I decided, well, why don't we make it really creepy by giving them the Joker face? Uh, you know, Joker face. So that's why it kind of looks like it has a real freaky smile. It's because I wanted a Joker face, because that's what they kind of do. These keyboard warriors, they get all minister and everything. And yes, there is a katana in the back. Um, it's whenever I color it here in the next other episodes, it's gonna you can see it. But yeah, working here, and of course this pen was out of ink because I used it too much on some of the other stuff. I still got, how many more pens I got? Again, I always repeat myself too. Got a few more, and so I'm getting through, and I should be uh, hitting some more spots, and then here in a little bit, you know, in a bit, I'm about to sign here in the next 30 seconds or so. I'm about to sign it. Let me get the dark parts. Let me get some of them dark parts in here. Okay. Well, sorry. Ear things, earbud, and So this is almost done. Took 10 minutes to go from pencil to ink or rough ink. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this version I opt out of the cork in the T-zone, so you might see some other ones that are going to have the cork typewriter note letters in there. And yeah, I kind of went a little anime with it because, you know, anime is pretty easy to do. Okay, see you in the next one. Okay, later.